host homes, we are so excited for DNOW that it's coming up so soon. It's going to be here before you know it. So we wanted to send out some information and make sure that you had all the info that you needed before DNOW is actually here. You will get a physical packet with all the students that'll be coming there, as well as all the leaders. You can come earlier in the day, but the designated time is actually 7 to 8, and it's the Wednesday before DNOW. So if you have any questions, who's going to be in your home, all that curiosity, that will be answered that night. But if you have any questions in between that and DNOW that is not answered in the packet, feel free to reach out and we can give you that information. So from Wednesday to Friday of DNOW, what will happen is the leader will contact you most likely Thursday night before DNOW, and they'll just kind of introduce themselves. That way you know who's coming to your home. There's not just a bunch of strangers going to be entering in your home. You'll have a little bit of a heads up and you'll get the opportunity to meet with them. And then Friday, you'll actually meet them face to face. So leaders will get there a little bit earlier than the students. And then whenever you talk, probably on Thursday, maybe y'all can clarify what time they'll show up. Friday nights, students will start arriving from about 7 to 7:30. And that's whenever our official DNOW starts. So what we do ask for you to do, just to get it all out of the way, we want DNOW to be a fun event, but also we know that they're coming into your home. So we want to make sure if there's anything that they need to know, that way they can be comfortable in your home. As far as rules go, we want that to be laid out in the very beginning. So do the introductions. Once everyone gets there, go to like a family room, go to the living room, and just kind of talk about what you want them to know. So some of you might be really lax, so you don't have a lot of rules. Some of you might have very specific rules. For example, like if you have a pet, you might want to let them know, can they pet your pet? I know that sounds weird, but if you have a dog or a cat or, doesn't like that, let them know that. If there's a specific room that you rather them not go into, let them know. It's also good to let them know where they'll be sleeping so they can put their items there. Probably doing that at the beginning whenever they're introduced, saying where they can put their stuff would be good. Also bathrooms, where they can go to the bathroom, what bathroom may be off limits. That is all up to you. Please just be upfront so that way they know where they can go and feel comfortable in the home. But going forward, at any part of the weekend after the rules are shared and any student is having trouble following them, just let a leader know. We don't want to put you in an awkward conversation with a student that you may not know. So we just ask the leaders to do that because they know the students and they're able to handle that. And going forward that way, you feel comfortable in knowing what to do with that. There is discussion time Friday night and Saturday night after our sessions back up at the church. So they'll come back to the home and they'll have time to get a little bit deeper, get a little bit more vulnerable with each other. And it's just a very, very sweet time for that group to do that. That being said, it's an opportunity for you to get to know the group better, but also every group is different. So if that is something that you would like to be a part of and join in, we want you to be able to do that, but also we just ask that you ask the leaders first. They know their students really well. Some groups are very open to whoever. They don't mind people coming in, hearing. That doesn't prevent them from sharing. Other groups, it does. It kind of makes them not share as easily. So we just want to be aware of that. We want to be sensitive to that. So if you're interested, just ask a leader. And if they say no, just understand that is why. On Saturday morning, it's the only meal that we ask you to provide. So whenever students wake up, they get ready. This is the biggest day of DNOW. We have the most things going on. So if you can have the food ready for them, that is very appreciated. The leaders will be focused on getting them ready to go, and getting down to breakfast. That being said, there's lots of students, there's leaders. Variety is the best. If you want to know what to cook, it could be a hot breakfast, cold breakfast, it could be both. If you are wondering if your students have dietary needs, that will be in the packet as well. So if you have any questions or you want like specific things to bring, feel free to reach out to us and we can let you know. This is usually what leaders provide or make that day. On Saturday, a little bit later, we have a free time option for our students. One of the options is they can go back to the host home if the leader and the host home are okay with it. So what they'll do is if the students want that option, they'll let the leaders know and the leaders will talk with you about that. If that's not something that you'd like to do, or if you need to be out of the house at that time, that's totally fine. Just let the leader know and they'll communicate that. The students will be sleeping over Friday night and Saturday night. A part of that, you might be wondering how late they'll be staying up or how that works. We want to make sure that you can go to bed and not be worried about that. We do ask at least one of the leaders to stay up until all the students are in bed, laying down, lights off. So just knowing that if there's concerns or if there's issues with that, just communicate that with the leaders so that way you don't have to worry about how that works. So Sunday morning is the last day of DNOW. Whenever they wake up, they'll get ready, they'll get all their stuff together. You don't need to provide breakfast, that'll be provided back up at Hillside. But we do want to make sure that you know that they'll be taking all their stuff and then they won't be coming back after church. They should take everything. If you find any lost and found items, hopefully not, let us know, bring that up to the church, and we usually have a little bit of a pile after DNOW that the students can get. So just so if that happens, you know what to do. And one last thing is you can be as involved in DNOW as you would like. If you want to come to the sessions, if you want to join into the discussions, like I said, feel free to do that. Just ask the leader before, but also come up to Hillside, join in, hear what the students are talking about. We want you to be able to be as involved as you would like. That's all the information I have. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to us. We are just so grateful that you are willing to share your home with our students, and you truly are a blessing to our ministry. So thank you so much for making DNOW what it is, and we look forward to seeing you on that Wednesday before DNOW, and can't wait to hear how it goes.